Hello, and welcome to episode 616. Does that sound right? I don't know. Of Prog Review today, I'm tackling not the whole of this. Oh no! I thought, you know what? Enough time has passed. Actually, I've been working on this a while, because whenever I listen to a Rush album, I go, oh. And so we start this epic journey into the latter part of the Rush back catalogue. We start with Presto. I better do it properly so everyone can see my beautiful fizzog. Presto. It's one with all the bunnies on. It's got the bunnies on. I like the cover. I really do like the cover. I remember when this was released, because this was released, he says, referring to the Wikipedia page, 1989. I remember this because back in the day, this was everywhere. I remember going into Our Price at Walthamstow and seeing displays and Woolworths, all these shops that have gone. I am a dinosaur. That's a song from another band. So yeah, this was originally released November 21st, 1989, which makes it, I don't know, 500 years old. I don't know. I was never good at maths, and I've been listening to this one on and off a lot. He said, because I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say, because these albums are not offensive. I don't find them offensive. I just find them kind of middle of the road, all rightish. And again, this is they've got a different producer, Rupert Hine, who's very, very well. I guess he's kind of known in prog circles. Worked with Anthony Phillips on a couple of his albums back in the day. So he's a one. He's a one to look out for. He's the producer here. I mean, crikey, he's been on so many records. I mean, God, come looking. John Pertwee, Doctor Who. Everything is connected. Kevin Ayers, Anthony Phillips. Crikey, Christy Burr. But we don't talk about that. Howard Jones. What is love anyway? I couldn't help myself. It was the 80s. We all looked like Howard Jones back then. Thompson Twins. I love them. Bob Geldof. Stevie Nicks. What a great Katie Sagal. Blimey. So I'm going off on Rupert Hines' back catalogue. When we're really talking about you're at Rush, I'm just doing it to buy time because I don't know what to talk about. But yeah, the album's 52 minutes 11 seconds long. And you see them discard a lot of the like the synthesizers and fiddly bits. This is a very straight ahead album. Some would maybe describe it as basic or workmanlike. I don't. I like this. I like the stripped down Rush. I mean, I kind of like Grace Under Pressure, and I like the 80s Rush sound. As opposed to what they were doing in the 70s. Because what we see here is what Rush really are. Is they're a really good rock band with pop sensibilities, and I'm never understand where like the progressive rock tag came from. Probably because of 2112 or 211.2 or 112, whatever you want to call it, 2112. But I don't see them. Roughly, I don't see them as proggy as many other people do, but here you see them in their. I think you see them in their raw form. You see them doing what they do the best, stripped down. The songs are incredibly hooky, especially the first three songs. Show Don't Tell, which I enjoyed that one. I can hum along to it. Chain Lightning and The Past. These are all fairly hooky songs and and draw you in. I like that. Very long though. They're like 5 minutes. 4 minutes long. These aren't pop songs, they're not 3-minute pop songs. And what are you grumbling for? Sorry, that's the dog. So yeah, it's not like that. But what you get is a very stripped down sound. Lots of big chords, lots of like power chords in there. Little arpeggiated keyboard bits, bass and drums. It's really a cut down sound, and I like it. And Geddy Lee's voice isn't piercing. He's kind of he's found his level, a bit like when Phil Collins found his level. It doesn't cut anymore. So I like that. Production side of things is unusual because when I listen to it out loud, like on a hi-fi or proper speakers, it's okay. But when I listen to it on headphones, I find it they're very trebly, very kind of cutting. There's high frequencies there on the like the snares and on the guitars, but I don't get that when I hear it in the round, in the air, as it were. So I find it very difficult to hear it on headphones, and I don't know why that is, because it doesn't come across. I don't know why that is. But then that kind of comes across with some of their stuff, their production wise in the 80s period. It does have a hollowness to it. There isn't that rounded bass sound that you'd expect. Yeah, so that's it. It's a pleasant album. It's okay. There is nothing on here that offends me, apart from some of the lyrics are a little bit, rhyming book, rhyming dictionary kind of school of lyric writing. But apart from that, the songs are hooky. They're fairly to the point. The production's okay. I mean, there's one. Is it War Paint? I should write notes. The one where we're talking about them looking in the mirror and vanity and all that stuff. Yeah, I could renose that for social media today, and it'd be pertinent today. There's other ones that that talk about. Well, vanity is kind of a theme, because the past and War Paint kind of do that. There's about suicide. There's lots of themes in here, and so would it appeal to the youth market? I don't know. But like I said, I'm not offended by it, and that's a good thing. But how do I make this review get to the 10-minute mark, so I get lots of adverts on it, without repeating myself? This is the hard part. This is the hard part about it. So yeah, like I said, the first 3 tracks on the record I find are like the strongest, because they really are like the hits. I think they might have been released actually. They might have been released as singles, but they are really hooky, and that's what always surprises me. Is if it had been a little bit different, they could have been. I think they could have been a good popular rock band, not pop rock, but popular rock band. Don't offend the Rush fans, you see. Don't offend the Rush fans. I like it when they're not trying to be fiddly. I like it when they are just doing the big chords, and you hold your lighter up, or in these days it'd be your iPhone. Though Rush have said recently that they're not actually doing any more live shows, because old Pure has retired, which is I don't know if it's a shame. They are good. They are a good live band. Always enjoyed their live material. But yeah, I mean, one could say that it suffers from CD syndrome. Could have dropped a few tracks as B-sides, because it does get a little bit of a hard drag towards the end. But the Available Light, I think, is it rounds off the album nicely. I think that's good. I don't really have a problem with the running order. I just, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? But I do love the bunnies on the cover. I mean, that screams a prog rock album cover, doesn't it? All it needs is like a Roger Dean logo, and we'd be with it. So yeah, and also I think it's their first album with Atlantic Records as well. So yeah, it was kind of a new era for this. I know this and Roll the Bones were like really big in the UK in terms of promotion and that. So yeah, so that's it. In terms of a rating, I'm going to give this. I'm just going to give it 3 skulls out of 5. 3 skulls out of 5. I mean, it's a perfectly decent record. It's not. That's it. And it's taken me a long time to get to this review, because when they're middling like this, it's hard. It's hard to say something. It's better when there is a stinker or there's a good one. But when they're just kind of But yeah, Roll the Bones, that's the next one. That's got a good cover as well. I like that. And I remember that being everywhere. Back in there. So anyway, I shall round up. My name has been Darren Locke. I've been talking about Rush and Presto, which is isn't it their 13th album? 13th studio album. Wow. Wowzers. Unlucky for some, but I think lucky for Rush, because like I said, it wasn't. I didn't find it. I'm sure a lot of fans may have been a little bit disappointed with it or disappointed, because it wasn't the same. It's slightly different. which is a good thing. All taken from the studio albums 1989-2007 box set, which I guess I'll have to cover. And that's it. Thank you for watching. There's only one more thing left to say, and of course that's the social media, fucking Facebook stuff, and the links and that. And it's in the body text and that. Engagement, please engage, because it's important to someone. The algorithm. It's important to the algorithm. So we need engagement. And that's it, really. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is prog on.